My name is Yeko Ladzepo Cole, and I come from California, United States of America, but I have been teaching African music and dance from Ghana for as long as I can remember, since I was 3 years old. And my background in teaching is that I have learned from my parents. They are instructors in this music for over 40 years, and that is how I have become to teach this style of music. What I will be bringing to this workshop is the understanding of music and dance from Ghana. It is very important to not only know the music and how to play, but to understand the background, the history of why it is performed or played, where it comes from, and what it originates from. African music is not like any other music because it is very complex. There are different layers of patterns that together make up the unique, unifying sound of a piece. Now, when we say music in Africa, especially Ghana, it's not just the music being played coming from the drums. It is also the music that comes from the singing, which is another layer, and the music that can come from the movement and the bodies of the people dancing, created by their feet, their hands, so on and so forth. So music is very important in the African culture, and in Ghana specifically. So from that time in 1961, my parents developed this music to be able to teach to students in the university level, as well as the lower level in kindergarten through 6th grade in elementary schools, as well as middle school and high school. So this style of music is very interesting in that it is complex, but yet it is also very simple. The modifications that can be done to make it easy for one person to be able to play the patterns, and then also grow into playing more complex rhythms. And I learned by being around the music. My parents would teach daily, and they would take me to class with them. Most of the time, I did not have a babysitter. I had my mother, who would put me as a small baby on her back in the traditional way babies are carried. And it's through that process, being on her back, listening to the music. And so this is how it's so important for this music to continue, because of the way it is passed through generation to generation. A lot of the style of music that you see nowadays, especially on the internet, a lot of it has changed, and it has become something different to reflect the times of today. And so that is how I like to be able to teach this style of music, not by just sitting down and giving information, but making sure it's understood so that the importance can then be passed on as well. The history, the culture, it's very, very meaningful, and it needs to be understood so that it can be carried. And that is one of the gifts that I felt I received from my parents and my ancestors, and that is what I would like to also give to those who are interested and learn from me as well. Thank you.
Hello， 在台湾的朋友们，作为一个从台湾留学到国外的留学生开始，我在美国这里认识了 Yeko Ladzepo Family 的大家。在这里学校认识他们了以后，开始深刻的发掘所谓的世界音乐传承的重要性， 还有作为一个台湾人，我们生活在一个岛国，我们并没有像其他国家有这种所谓的各国的族群融合的一个机会，所以当把国外的一个音乐文化讯息把它带到台湾，对我来说是非常重要的一个课题。另外一个呢，最重要的就是非洲音乐是多么丰富，对于节奏的发展，对于我们对听力的一个训练，是一个非常棒的一个训练。最后呢，就是这是来的台湾的这位音乐家，并不只是一个单纯的音乐家，而是他有一个非常热情的心，真正会给予台湾一个非常正面能量，还有学习音乐正确态度的一个非常优秀的音乐家。所以希望我们很快可以在台湾见面，谢谢。
谢谢。
That's good.